Yo, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chishi Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
I have some very, very terrifying news. The wall is back. My Tinder date took me back home because I'm overweight. This woman is devastated. Let's get it.
Okay, so
The sniffles.
okay, so another dating chronicles and why I'm still single. So I got ready, so I'm talking to this guy from Tinder, of course, because I'm an idiot. And we're talking nonstop, and we FaceTime. We were on the phone for 5 hours at night.
Wow.
And he decided to, he lives in a different city. He lives in Hemet and I live in San Diego. I tell him, oh, come down on Saturday so we can, hang out or whatever. And he does. And I get ready, and he knows I'm not a skinny girl.
Okay.
I've never said I am. And he goes to the restroom at, a Chevrolet, or no, what is it called? Chevron. And as he comes back into the car, he tells me, I don't think we're gonna have a good time.
No.
And I thought he was kidding. And I'm like, huh? He's like, I'm taking you back home. You're not my type.
No.
Oh my God. The freaking way my stomach felt right then and there. I was like, all right. He's like, yeah, sorry. No need to waste anybody's time. I appreciate that, but damn. It's because he was trying to figure out what to do. And I told him this when we were talking 5 hours.
Okay.
I don't drink alcohol. I can, but I don't like it. And he eats once a day. I'm sorry, I didn't eat because I worked today. I haven't eaten since breakfast, and it's 8 p.m. right now. And
You're hungry.
I'm sure it's because I'm overweight that he didn't want to go, continue the date or whatever. And I'm just like, wow, it was so awkward. And then he was like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like, you're good. What am I gonna do? Break down and cry right there?
Nope, you're gonna do it on TikTok.
Immediately unmatched, immediately blocked him. I cannot wait until I do what my plans in the future are. And for me to come back looking different and better.
Good for you.
And for me to be the one that tells guys, you're not my type.
Oh.
All because of how I look, and because of my weight. Hey, man. Oh, I hate dating.
That's too bad. Anyways, let's recap real quick, guys. She says, I found this guy. I was on Tinder. And we all know Tinder's a cesspool, for 304s and high-value men to have their way with them. But anyways, so she goes out on a date with this guy, and while they're on this date, he goes into the Chevron gas station. Now, that's where it seemed like he was kind of trying to figure out, where am I going to take this chick? I didn't know. In her words, she says, it's because I'm big. He obviously was having second thoughts about the date and came out and decided to let her know that, hey, this is not going to work. No need for us to waste each other's time. And she is for certain sure that it's because of her weight. That it's because she hit the wall. And from what it sounded like, she wanted to grab some food, but he wanted to grab drinks instead. I'm assuming it's coffee. Don't ask me how I know. I can recognize a coffee addict when I see one.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
But no, she wanted to get some food. And it probably didn't help that she wanted food and she's over here concerned about her weight. And it sounded like they might have had a discussion. Long story short, man, we're about to get into this situation because we got a woman who hit the wall. And now she's crying about it on TikTok. This seems to be the trend. And I'm trying to stay on top of these videos because they are everywhere. Women all over struggling on Tinder who are now past their prime and have to deal with being a modern woman today who did not capitalize while you were young and find you a husband, or you initiated a divorce, most likely, and now you're alone, right? Kind of sad. But first things first, before you ask, why are you doing this? because this video was made public. And when situations, especially that, relate to relationships, are made public, you're going to have people comment their take and their opinion on the points that you shared. And that's what we're going to do today. Now, listen, before we all start feeling bad about this chick and sympathize with her, I just really want to point out the obvious in this situation. Number one, she hit the wall hard. And two, she knows that her weight is affecting her options, right? But she said something there. She said, I cannot wait till I lose weight and I look better so I could be the person turning down people who I don't find attractive. Now, my response to that is, why are you complaining about something that you would do if you were in that man's situation, as in if you had the option to turn him down because you looked better than him? Why is he the bad guy if you can't wait to do the same exact thing he's doing, lose weight, so you can turn down other men? Because listen, if your whole motivation for improving your life is so you can go and turn down more men, then aren't you just going to end up in the same exact situation that you're in? The problem is that women don't ever want to compete. They don't understand the reality of competing for a man. Men understand this earlier on. While she was young and hot, she had all the options, while the man was awkward, broke, struggling. Men know very well that, hey, I have to compete. I will get turned down if I am the fat version of a woman, which is a broke man. Plenty of guys have gone to dates and have had women flake on him, disappear on him, ditch him, all because they couldn't afford the date. Well, what happens? Well, some guys end up deciding, you know what? I'm going to get my money. I'm going to make as much money as possible, and I'm going to start turning these chicks down. It's the cycle. It repeats over and over again. But the healthier way to look at this is, let me improve so I can qualify for and attract high quality individuals. The reality is, this is where a lot of modern women are headed. They're headed to the coffee shop.
This coffee smells like shit.
And they don't drink coffee, but coffee's going to be all around them. And they're going to be forced to sit down and drink coffee, but they're going to fight it.
Put that coffee down.
Then you realize that the only way you're going to get through your situations if you drink that coffee, which is take accountability for your life, improve yourself, humble yourself, realize that you got to compete, work for a man, lose weight for a man. Because what happens? A lot of women don't think that way. In most cases, they think, oh, I'm just doing this for me, or I want to stick it to these guys. I want to be the hottest chick. Nah, eventually you got to grow up and be like, you know what? I got to qualify. I got to improve. But women don't think they have to do much for men, let alone compete. Case in point, we're going to check out some of these comments. Exhibit A that proves exactly what I'm saying. This commenter said, Mama, don't do this to yourself. You're stunning as F. See, that's a terrible friend, terrible voices to have around you. Is when you're trying to improve yourself and people are like, what you doing that for? What, man, you don't have to do that. Man, just enjoy life. Don't improve yourself. This is the equivalent of that in the male space, right? In woman world, or women telling each other they're okay no matter what. This chick wants to lose weight. She wants to improve her life. Here comes the toxicity. She goes on to say, if you go on a journey, do it for you, not for anyone else, because you're perfect. Right there. Delusion. You're perfect. You see, this is how women talk to each other and fail each other. I want you guys to think, when do men tell each other they're perfect? When's the last time a man looked you in the eyes, pause, and told you you're perfect? We know that's not, you can't afford to think that way. We're not all perfect. We should all shoot and aim for perfection, but there's no such thing, right? You want to be the best version of yourself and compete with yourself to get better over time. But this idea of you're perfect, you don't have to change yourself. Don't do it for your man. Don't do it for your husband, are the reasons why women end up right here at the wall. Fast, not slow. And so the chick who's struggling on Tinder responded, and this is what she had to say. Let's get it.
So I got a lot of comments like this where it says, if you go on a journey, do it for you, not for anyone else, which I agree. You shouldn't do anything like that for anybody else. And that when I said that, I can't wait until I come back looking different and for me to be the one to reject men. Like, I didn't really mean it in that sense. I was just really upset and hurt. But I'm not the kind that's going to, see somebody, make them, get ready and all that. And then just because they don't drink or they're not my type, in some like physical kind of way, I wouldn't just end the date there and then. Like, that was the whole point of the thing, like the video. Like, be a gentleman, go on with it, or like tell me with the reason, you know. But I didn't ask, so it was whatever.
I want to touch on something right there. A lot of women who agree that they're not that type of person, but I don't know. Would you rather that he led you on to the date? I mean, is there a right time to say, hey, I don't think this will work out? Women claim that they want a man to be straight up. He didn't curse you out. I don't see what the man did wrong. If you guys saw what the guy did wrong in the situation, comment down below. I don't see it. I think the sooner the better. The sooner you can not waste her time, your resources. I understand maybe it was a bit surprising because, you know, they talked a whole bunch. But anyways, let's keep listening. I don't see anything wrong with this.
But, I mean, hell, if you look at my video from the one before, the one about the part 2 or whatever one I posted that I'm replying to right here, the video before that, I'm talking about how I went out with a guy that just got out of prison recently, and I was on that date for 2 hours. Like, we were having a normal conversation.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yo, this video just took a whole shocking turn. Guys, my reactions are 100% genuine. I don't watch this stuff before I post it. Did she just say that she went? Okay, and I'm not saying people don't have a past, but come on, right? You're picking the guy who got out of jail, and you're wondering why you're struggling with dating online. This is man, Jesus Christ.
This coffee smells like shit.
Let's keep watching.
As soon as I found out, because he told me then and there, I wasn't like, okay, well, I'm gonna go. Like, you're not my type. No, like, just don't be rude. I don't know, just don't be a. That's all it is.
Okay, maybe that reaction wasn't warranted because I don't know the full context, but after listening more, I guess that was a deal breaker for her. I'm not sure. Let's keep listening.
But I mean, yes, I agree with all the comments that say I dodged a bullet, because if all you want to do is drink and he only eats once a day, then I'm seeing that as a problem now. So I'm very much over it. Like, honestly, we weren't dating. It was just, we met up. And for the people that are saying like, oh, you should have FaceTimed and not catfish and all that, like, yeah, we did FaceTime. He saw me. I was wearing regular clothes. I wasn't naked or anything, but he did see that I am a curvier girl. Like, so yeah, I don't catfish either on my dating app. It's all recent pictures, and it's not just my face. It's like my whole body. So, but I mean, those comments were just men that love to talk on these things. Then they don't have a picture of themselves, and they don't even have a username. They just like to talk shit. But for all the kind people that reached out, even on my Instagram, or you know, just left a comment here being positive, I really do appreciate it. Like, you guys made me smile, like, seeing all those nice things. So again, thank you to everybody. And yeah, again, like, my journey is gonna be for me. It's not gonna be for anybody else but myself and my health, and I'm very much looking forward to that, and we'll see where it goes.
All right. I mean, I wish this chick the best. She seems like, from what I've seen so far, she doesn't seem like a riot, right? Like a very difficult character. Now, I don't let sweet personalities fool me. Modern women are modern women, and she does have extremely red flags. If you're a woman out here and you're going to only lose weight for yourself and you don't think it's going to have an effect on how men are going to treat you, I want you to know that you are wrong. Men do care about your weight, and you should lose weight so you could be the best version of yourself, not only for yourself, but also for your future husband. I'm assuming if she wants a relationship, it's leading up to that, right? This idea of no one should have any expectations for you, I do it all for myself, is rooted in this new female empowerment modern woman mindset. So as expected, a lot of people had a lot to say about this situation that was shared by this lady, and we're going to check out a few more of these comments First comment from a woman reads, yeah, had a guy look me up and down and say, I'm looking for something else. Damn. Left me standing in the parking lot. You're gorgeous. Next comment from another woman reads, no girl, you don't need to change for any man to love you. This is what I'm talking about, right? She goes on to say, if he doesn't love you the way that you are, he's not the one. If you want to change though, crazy, bro. Insane. Next comment from another woman reads, mama, let me tell you something. That wasn't a man, baby girl. That was a child. And you are a gorgeous queen. You're a 10 out of 10 to me. Yeah, but you're not the one she wants to date. When will women this echo chamber of delusion? Echo chamber of delusion. Next comment reads, a real man will love you as you are. You're beautiful. There are men who love a woman they can hold on to. But the question is, does she want those men? Most likely not. Most likely not. Next comment reads, girl, you are not the problem. There is someone searching for you. Anyone that can't handle all of you can go F themselves. Listen to all these comments. Oh man, this is good. Listen to these comments. Lost. All of them. Lost. But another woman here says, well, I mean every word when I say I truly can't wait to boss up and reject these a-holes so they can feel as low as they have made me feel. That's that energy I was talking about. It's not petty to react out an emotion that someone else has made you feel. You're beautiful regardless of your size, but some men are just a-holes. These women who say, do it for you, she was talking to herself here. These are multiple comments of her responding to herself. So, we're dealing with somebody crazy. Last comment here read, these women who say, do it for you or take rejection as redirection have never felt this level of low because they are not our body size. You see, when a woman is fat, she finally gets to realize what it's like to be an average broke man in today's society. Plenty of men go through this level of rejection. Women are traumatized by it because they don't experience it early on, right? And they're young, they're attractive, their options are vast. But when that wall hits, it's a shock. And finally, the last comment here from a woman reads, who is it so I can avoid him? Hemet is too small of the town. So they're villainizing this man for basically rejecting them, which is something I don't encourage anyone to do. Women are not a villain because they don't find you attractive. If you are broke as a man, if you're not improving yourself, you got to work. And the guys that sit around and go, no, it's not fair, it's never going to work, and my life sucks, basically sound like a bunch of these chicks. I just block when I can see them. They're just going to fail in the long run, right? Everybody needs to improve. You will drink coffee eventually, whether you like it or not.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
And the worst part is the sad reality about most of these women is they won't find anybody. They will not, if they don't actually improve. I'm talking about the women who are like, I'm not improving. I'm going to find a guy who's going to love me at 200, 300 pounds. You're not. The same way a broke man who lacks direction, who still depends on his parents in his 30s to pay all his bills and is irresponsible. The same way he's destined for failure because he doesn't want to take responsibility of his life is the same way a lot of these women are also destined for the same fate. But as always, I'm curious to know what you guys think. Leave your comments down below. Listen, I appreciate you for checking out another episode of The Coffee Pot. Till next time, man, I'm out. Peace.